Hi, I'm Dan, owner of the Comforted Canine. If you're thinking about hiring a professional dog sitter, there's one step that can make or break the whole experience. That's the meet and greet. You've probably seen the phrase on websites, free meet and greet, but you might be wondering what actually happens at a meet and greet. What are we looking for? What should you do during that visit? And how do you know if it went well? In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens at a meet and greet with a professional dog sitting company step by step. We'll talk about what the meet and greet is for, how the sitter introduces themselves to your dog, what they ask you about your dog's routine in your home, safety and emergency planning, and how you can use this time to decide if they're the right fit for you and your pup. By the end, my hope is you'll feel a lot more confident and prepared for your own meet and greet, whether it's through the Comforted Canine or another sitter. Let's start with a clear definition. A meet and greet is a short, no-pressure visit, usually about 20 to 30 minutes, where you meet your potential sitter face-to-face. Your dog gets to meet them in a comfortable, familiar space. The sitter walks through your dog's routine, your home setup, and your expectations. And both sides decide, is this a good fit? It's not just a quick hello at the door. It's the foundation for how the sitter will care for your dog and your home while you're away. At the Comforted Canine, our partner sitters treat the meet and greet as a chance to build trust, ask questions, and make a plan before your trip. The meet and greet actually starts a bit before the dog sitter shows up at your door. When you first reach out to us, we'll ask about your dates and what kind of service you're looking for, drop-in visits, overnight dog sitting, 24-hour live-in house sitting. Get basic details about your dog, age, breed, size, any major health issues, known behavior concerns like reactivity or anxiety. We'll also confirm your location is in our service area, the basic visit schedule you think you'll need, any big considerations like multiple dogs, special medical needs, or complex home access. This helps us get the best potential match with a dog sitter for you and your pup. Then the sitter will schedule the meet and greet at a time that works for you, ideally when your dog is awake and relaxed, not right in the middle of dinner or bedtime chaos. On the day of the meet and greet, your sitter will arrive in the agreed time window, on time and ready to focus on you and your dog. Here's what usually happens first. Knock or ring the bell politely. The sitter won't barge in. Respectful greeting with you. Introductions, a quick handshake or wave, a warm hello. Awareness of your dog's energy. Is your dog barking, shy, overexcited? Your sitter is already in observation mode. How does your dog react to strangers at the door? Are there gates, crates, or barriers in place? Are there any immediate safety concerns? Open doors, loose yard gates, etc. The tone the sitter sets at the door matters. They want your dog to see that this new person is calm, predictable, and safe. Next comes the most important part for your pup, meeting the sitter. A good sitter adapts their greeting style to your dog. For confident, friendly dogs, the sitter might offer a hand to sniff, speak gently, and give some calm affection if they're clearly comfortable. For shy, anxious, or reactive dogs, they will slow everything down, turn slightly sideways, avoid staring directly, and use a soft voice, and even let the dog approach when they're ready. Sometimes the sitter will sit on the floor or a chair and let the dog sniff them while they talk to you. The sitter may offer treats if you've given the okay to start building positive associations. The sitter is watching things like tail position, ears, eyes, and overall body tension, whether your dog is curious, unsure, or overwhelmed. This is also your chance to see how your dog responds. Do they warm up quickly? Do they seem nervous but open? Do they show strong signs of fear or aggression? Nothing has to be perfect at this stage, but the sitter is looking for, can I work with this dog in a way that feels safe and respectful for everyone? Once everyone has settled in a bit, your sitter will start asking you about your dog's daily routine. This is the core of great in-home care. Your sitter will typically go through feeding, what do they eat, how much and at what times, any food allergies or sensitivities. Are there house rules around treats, walks and potty breaks? How often do they go out? Do you prefer yard time, neighborhood walks, or both? Any routes you love or want us to avoid? Are they leash reactive or nervous around other dogs, bikes, or kids? Exercise and play. How much exercise do they typically get? Favorite games, fetch, tug, puzzle toys, sniff walks, training? Any physical limitations like arthritis or joint issues? Sleep and alone time. Where do they sleep at night? How do they handle being alone? Are they crated, baby gated, or free in the home? Behavior and quirks, any triggers, delivery people, loud noises, other dogs, men or women, hats, etc. Any escape tendencies, door dashing, fence jumping, digging. How do they respond to storms, fireworks, or being startled? This isn't just small talk. Your sitter is building a care plan around your dog's normal life, just with a stand-in human while you're away. Next, your sitter will talk about health and safety. They'll ask about current medications and supplements, past or current medical conditions, allergies, food, environmental, or medication, any recent surgeries or injuries, mobility issues or special handling needs. If your dog has medication, they'll often look at the labeled containers, write down dosages and timing, ask you to show them how you're normally giving it. In some cases, do a dry run with a treat so they're comfortable with the process. Your sitter will also gather emergency information. Your regular vet's name, address, and phone number, referred emergency vet clinic, any instructions on when you want them to call you versus when it's okay to act urgently, a backup contact in case your sitter can't reach you. This is where you'll hear how the sitter handles emergencies too, what steps they take if your dog is injured, sick, or acting very out of character. After your sitter has covered your dog's routine and health, they'll usually do a quick walkthrough of the areas in your home. This is not a full house tour. They're mainly looking for where your dog eats and drinks, where their leash, harness, and poop bags are kept, where they sleep or hang out most of the time, crates, gates, or other management tools you use, and where cleaning supplies are kept for accidents. Also, how to access your yard and how secure it is. They'll also go over entry and security, how they'll enter the home, keys, lockbox, smart lock, garage code, how to arm and disarm your alarm system if you use one, which doors and gates should always stay locked or latched, off-limits areas, rooms you'd prefer they don't enter, furniture or spaces your dog isn't allowed on, and any sensitive areas, home office, storage rooms, etc. This helps your sitter keep your home safe, secure, and respected, and keeps your dog's environment consistent. During the meet and greet, your sitter also explains how they handle keys, how they're labeled and stored, alarm codes or smart locks, who has access and how they use them, your privacy, what they do and don't do in your home. At the Comforted Canine, for example, keys are coded, not labeled with your full name or address. Only the sitters assigned to your visits have access to your entry info. Sitters don't bring guests into your home. Sitters stay in the areas they've agreed on with you. They're there to care for your dog, not poke around. This is a great time for you to ask, where do you store keys when you're not using them? Who has access to address and alarm codes? Do you ever share photos publicly from inside clients' homes? You should feel comfortable with the answers. One of the biggest things people want to know is, how will I know what's going on while I'm gone? At the meet and greet, your sitter will talk about communication, how they confirm that visits have started and ended, how often they send updates, photos, and notes, whether they use a specific app, text, or email, how quickly they respond to your messages. They'll usually show you an example of a typical visit update, which might include time in and time out, what they did, walk, playtime, feeding, meds, how your dog seemed, energy, mood, and behavior, photos or short videos of your dog. You can also share your preferences. I love a lot of photos. I'm traveling internationally. Messages might be delayed. If there's anything unusual, please call instead of text. The goal is for you to never feel in the dark about how your dog is doing. The meet and greet isn't just the sitter asking questions, it's also your time to interview the sitter. Some great questions to ask: what happens if my sitter gets sick or has an emergency? Are you insured and bonded? What does that cover? How do you handle reactive or anxious dogs? Have you cared for dogs with similar needs to mine? What's your protocol if my dog gets sick or injured during a stay? How do you handle extreme weather, heat, cold, storms? Do you ever bring other people or pets into clients' homes? The answer should be no. You're not being difficult, you're being a good dog parent. A professional sitter or company should be calm, transparent, and happy to answer these questions. As the meet and greet wraps up, your sitter will confirm the dates and services you're considering, make sure they understand your dog's needs and your expectations, go over visit length if we haven't already, confirm how and when you'll hand over keys if the sitter doesn't already have them. This is also the moment for your gut check. Do you feel comfortable with this sitter? Did they listen to you or rush you? Did your dog seem reasonably at ease or at least warming up? Do you feel like your questions were welcome and answered clearly? It's perfectly okay to say, I'd like to think about it and get back to you. A good sitter won't pressure you. They'll respect that this is a big decision. To make your meet and greet go smoothly, here are a few simple ways you can prepare. Write down your dog's routine in our pet sitting app. Feeding times, walk times, meds, bedtime, and any rules you want the sitter to follow. Gather key items in one place, like leashes, harness, poop bags, food, treats, meds, and cleaning supplies. Have vet info handy, name, address, phone number, and any notes about your preferences. Think about your boundaries, rooms that are off limits, furniture rules, and anything in your home you want treated with extra care. Give your dog a little exercise beforehand if they're very high energy. A short walk or play session can help them be a bit more settled when your sitter arrives. Make a question list. Anything you're worried about or curious about, write it down so you don't forget it in the moment. You don't have to have everything perfect. This isn't a house inspection. It's just about setting everyone up for success. So what happens at a meet and greet? You and your sitter meet face to face. Your dog gets a calm, low pressure introduction. Your sitter walks through your dog's routine, health, and quirks. They tour the key areas of your home related to your dog's care and security. They talk about emergencies, communication, and expectations. You get to ask questions and decide if it feels like a right fit. At the Comforted Canine, we see the meet and greet as a first step in a relationship, not a quick formality. It's your sitter's chance to show you that they take your dog, your home, and your trust seriously. If you're in one of the areas we serve and you're thinking about in-home dog sitting, overnight care, or live-in house sitting, you're always welcome to schedule a free meet and greet with us. No pressure, no obligation, just a conversation, a few tail wags, and a chance to see if one of our partner sitters is the right person to care for your pup while you're away. Thanks for spending this time with me. I hope your next meet and greet, wherever you do it, feels a lot more clear and a lot less stressful.